What is your name?
My name is Res Sotelio.
Res Sotelio. Can I call you, shall I call you Res or shall I call you Sotelio?
You can call me Res.
Okay, I call you Res.
Okay, sir.
Okay, can you please stand up and just walk a bit behind? Stand up and then... No, just walk behind. No, I just want to see in front. Just put your hand like that. Just walk behind and put your hand like that. Okay. Walk a bit further back. A bit. Can you walk a bit? No. Walk further behind. Walk further behind. I don't want to see you behind. Just walk further a bit. Okay, just put your hand up. Put your hand up. Your hand. Okay. Are you strong or not?
Yes, sir, I'm strong.
Okay, can you look after an old person or not?
Yes, sir.
Never mind, you just sit down for a while.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I will interview now, okay?
Okay, sir.
What is your age?
27,
Your birth date?
January 10, 1991.
Your height?
5 feet.
5 feet, 1 inch, I think, okay? And your weight?
Okay. 45 kilogram.
45, Your marital status?
Sir?
Your marital status? Are you married, a single mom, or
No,
what?
I'm single, sir. I'm single. No boyfriend.
Okay, are you a single mom?
Yes, sir.
How many children do you have?
I have one child, daughter. I have one daughter.
How old is she?
4 years old.
4
She'll be
years.
turning 5 this year, November.
Now, when you come here, who is going to look after your daughter, who is only 4 to 5 years
My
old?
mother.
Your mother.
Yes, sir.
Have you got the consent of your mother to come to Malaysia to work?
Yes, sir.
And why do you want to come to Malaysia instead of going to Middle East or any other country like Singapore? Why do you want to come to Malaysia to work? Can you let me know?
Malaysia is near to the Philippines. Then people are not Arab. Then I've never heard that PH there are hurting by their employee.
I see, okay. So you will be able to figure out for yourself which country is better. Malaysia definitely is a better choice, okay? In terms
Yes,
of
sir.
even of salary, in terms of environment, in terms of culture, in terms of food, weather, everything is almost similar to the Philippines. So I am sure you can accommodate very easily yourself to the the food and the weather. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
But main thing is, do you
Yes,
think
sir.
you will feel homesick or not when you come here to work?
No homesick, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Sure. So are you mentally prepared to come here to work or not? Are you already mentally prepared?
Yes, sir.
Okay, will you change your mind or not? See, once I have apply for you, I will put in the application for the calling visa. So I don't want you to change your mind because it's not easy to cancel. Once you have made up your mind, you must follow through and make yourself available to come here to work. Can you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, so you are very sure.
Yes, sir.
What is the educational level?
College graduate.
College.
IT graduate. 4 years IT graduate.
I see. So you have actually done what you call this in college for 4 years.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
and have you got your IT qualification? or you are halfway through? I'm not sure. You said 4 years. 4 years, that means you would have qualified as a IT graduate. What were you actually? What was your course on IT? What was your course? What did you study?
We don't have major, but we don't have major, sir. It's already IT, but we take about the web design, multimedia. That's it. Word, Microsoft Word, documentary, ganyan.
So, are you well versed with Excel, Words,
Yes, I already
PowerPoint?
know that, sir. Yes, sir, I know that.
Do you know how to do PowerPoint?
Yes, sir, I know.
You know.
Yes.
So, why is that you don't pursue your IT profession? Why is it that you choose to come here to work as a DH?
It's hard to find IT jobs, sir, since I don't have any experience working with the IT company. Then it's a very high qualification, sir. So I'm not qualified working here. So it's very easy for us going abroad work DH. That's why.
Okay. So, in other words, you are mentally prepared, that you are coming to work as a DH.
Yes, sir.
I just want to be 100% sure you are mentally prepared.
Yes,
but
sir.
of course, you work as a DH, is so much. Your salary is so much more than you work even as a IT or in any field in the Philippines. I know that.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
probably you would have figured out that even you work in the IT field or whatever, probably you will be getting maybe half the salary.
Yes, sir.
So you must be mentally prepared. People will pay you only if you're willing to work. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
What is your now? I just want to ask you a question. If you can answer me, you will answer me. What do you think of your intelligence level? Are you intelligent, very intelligent, or average?
Just average.
Average, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I want to ask you about your experiences. What about your experience?
My experience is all about the sales stuff.
You have been doing sales.
Yeah.
In what? Sales in what? What were you actually selling? In the
The last one, sir, is the brand clothing,
Oh,
the branded clothing.
apparel.
Then the other one is
You're selling clothing,
the Procter and Gamble products, pushing promo packs.
Procter and Gamble. That is, they're selling apparel. Is it like clothing and whatnot? Okay. Other than that, what are your experiences other than sales?
Experience. When I was going to study at my college, I also work as a maid of, the maid of the housework. I do the housework with my boss
I see.
for sustaining my studies.
So you have worked as a housemaid before. How
Yes,
long
sir.
were you actually working as a housemaid? How long?
6 years. 6 years.
6 years? You mean you
Yeah.
have been working as a housemaid in the Philippines for 6 years?
Yeah.
And
While studying, I work as maid.
so in other words, you were doing part-time as a maid while you were studying.
That's not a part time. It's a full time. As the as I work there with my boss, then they sent me to college. That's the During the night I was studying. At the day I was working as a house helper.
I see. So you were working for your boss. I'm not sure for who, but you were working in the day and you were studying in the night.
Yes, sir. That's it.
And you were working for 6 years.
Yes, sir.
And
When
what
I was
was,
in high school and college.
I see. And what was the job that you were doing as a maid?
All around, sir, all around.
All around.
Cleaning, cleaning, cooking.
What about looking after children? Do they have any children?
Yes, I also take care of his child.
How many? Child or children?
One
Oh, I
child.
see. Okay, got one child. How old is the child?
She's a baby until grow up.
Baby until grow up. How
Until
grow up means how many years old?
6 years old.
I see. So you worked there 6 years from the time the baby was born until you left the job. That is 6 years,
Yes, sir.
right? So the baby was
Yes.
So you have experience looking after a baby, looking after a
Yes, sir.
child that is 1 year to 6 years old, because you see the child growing up, right?
Yes.
So you must be actually quite well versed in looking after children of maybe baby to 6 or 7 years old. Am I right?
Nobody, because she's already big. So
Okay. Now let's say if I have a family, they got maybe one child or two children who is maybe 2 years to 6 years or 7 years old. Can you look after these two kids?
yes, sir.
And you must know that looking after children are a very responsible job.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that you can be very responsible for the job?
Yes, sir. I will.
Are you,
Yes, I will.
are you the responsible type?
Yes, sir. I'm responsible too.
Okay, you have to be very responsible, and you have to make sure that you look after them properly. Probably if the child is, let's say, 2 years old, probably you can teach them. I think your English is quite good. Probably you can even teach them. And also, looking after a child, as you have already experienced, you need to take shower for them, feed them, change the clothing for them, and most important thing, teach them the good values. Do you think you can do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Now your own child that is 4 years old, who was looking after your own child when you were studying or while you were working?
My mother.
Your mother. Okay, the 6 years that you were working for this boss, that was from what year to what year?
Sir?
You were working 6 years for the same person, or is a different family? It's the same family? Same person, That means from what year to what year you were working for this employer?
What year? Way back in 2008?
Up to?
14.
Okay, 2000 up to 2014. So after 2014, what were you doing?
I was working at Avon. I was working as sales staff.
I see. So after you have left the job in 2014, you were doing some sales job.
Yes.
Are you still working now?
Not yet. I don't have work.
You are not working, Okay. So if anybody select you, you will still have to wait about 2 months. Is that okay?
Yes.
For you to come? Do you have a passport?
Yes, sir, I have.
Wait, let me check. You have already got a passport?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. You have got. Okay, no. Okay. Now, while you are working for this family for 6 years, can you just roughly describe to me what was the job for the household chores? What was the job? Just briefly describe to me. Maybe you just tell me you sweep the floor, mop the floor, clean the window, wash the bathroom, make up the bedroom. Can you just roughly tell me what was your job?
Yes, mopping the floor, then the window, clean the window, then washing, then I do cook, then wash the dishes, clean the backyard, clean the yard, and also planted flowers.
Oh, I see. So you are also helping to do a little bit of gardening, is it?
Yeah.
Can you just look up?
Then taking care with
No, when you are talking to me, you look up. You just don't look down. Can you look up? Yeah, that's better. Okay, just sit straight and look up. Okay, don't just look down. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So if here the family has got a small garden, who wants you to help out the watering and do a bit of gardening, do you think you can help?
Yes,
Might
sir.
have
I
some
can help.
flowers because your old employer also, I'm sure he has a small garden and you do help out, right?
Yes, sir. I can do that.
Okay. Now, are you willing to work without off days?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But it's better if have.
Okay. Of course, when you are tired, we will definitely allow you to have an off day. But on your off day, you're not allowed to go out because when you're new here, we don't want to have the problem of you getting lost or you get cheated or what is it. So is it okay with you?
Yes.
Okay, if you work, of course, you'll be compensated. So I would encourage you, if you're not tired, you just do a bit more work, so that you increase your earning. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I want to make it clear that if you want off day, yes, the employer will allow you the off day, but you have to stay in the house. You can stay in your room, you can do some reading, do your own work, you can rest, you can have a good rest. Is that okay with you?
Yes, sir. It's okay.
Okay, now the handphone, of course you are allowed to use the handphone, but will you be bringing your handphone?
Yes, sir. If it's okay,
Okay.
I will bring it.
Okay, now it's very important, you are not allowed to use a handphone during your working hours. Can you agree to that?
Yes, sir. I agree.
So if you are caught fiddling with your handphone or making use of your handphone during working hours, of course we will not allow you to use the handphone even in the night. We will take the handphone, but you want to make a call, the employer will give you the phone. Do you agree to that? Okay, I
Yes,
repeat.
sir.
I will
As
repeat.
long as I have work and I won't using cell phone.
Okay, I will repeat what I'm telling you now. Now, if you are caught using the cell phone during working hours, we will not allow you to have the cell phone. We will keep it until a time when we can trust you again. So listen carefully. We don't
Yes, sir.
want you to use the cell phone during working hours. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
After working hours, we will allow to use to call home to your daughter or to your family or to your mother, but don't use the phone for too long because the call is going to be very expensive, and we don't encourage you to spend your money on making calls. Save your money to send home. Is that okay? Maybe you can call maybe 2-3 times a week, and
Yes,
call
sir.
about 10 to 12 minutes, which will cost you maybe around 100 peso. Each call you call about 10 to 12 minutes will cost you 100 peso. So just remember that you come here to work and earn the money to send back, not to waste your money on making calls. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how long is your contract?
Yes, sir.
How long is your contract? How many years?
2 years.
2 years, Now here we have got 3 main races. We have got Chinese, we got Indian, we got Malays. Malays, they are Muslim. So are you willing to work for any of the races here? Whether it's the Chinese, Indians, or Malays? Is that okay?
No, sir.
Okay, now we have got Chinese, we've got Indians, we've got Malays. So is it okay for you to work for any one of them?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, I have got Indian employers, Chinese employers, and also some Malay employers. Right now, I have got a few Chinese and a few Indian employers. There's one who wants to employ somebody to look after her children. I think she's got two children. Arujyoti. Can you find out for me Arujyoti? She has got two children, and she wants somebody to look after the two children, and she wants somebody to be very responsible. Do you think you can do the job?
Yes, sir.
Now, is there any question that you want to ask me so far?
No, sir.
No. Okay, I've got one family here. She has got two children. Oh, the child also is quite big already. It's about 16 to 17 years old. Maybe you don't even need to look after them. And what about pets? Let's say if a family has got a dog, are you okay to look after the dog? Maybe feed the dog or even shower the dog. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. It's okay.
Okay. Just give me the order. I need to know. You said that you look after a baby before. Do you know how to take care? Do you know how to take care of a baby?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Okay. Baby, you must know how to shower the baby. It's different from a child, because they are still very young.
Yes, sir.
So, what are the things that you will need to do to look after a baby? Can you let me know? Just roughly describe to me that to look after a baby. You have the experience. What are the things that you need to do to look after a baby?
Feed the baby, sir.
Feed the
Give her
baby.
milk.
Feed the baby with milk. Some more?
Then clean their diapers. Change their diapers.
Okay, they change diapers. Some more? What about shower the baby? I mean, to take bath for the baby?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Shower the baby. Yes, I know that. Change clothes the baby.
The clothing, the diaper, especially the diapers, And
Yes,
what
sir.
else? Do you know how to carry a baby?
Yes, sir. I know.
You know, that's very important, And do you love children? Do you love children?
Yes.
Do you love children?
Yes, sir.
So you must love children in order to take care of children, Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, looking after elderly people, old folks, do you have any experience?
Don't have, sir.
Don't have. Let's say if I got a family, they want to employ you to look after old folks. Do you think you can do it?
I think I can do it.
You can. And are you willing to do it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Some elderly, they are mobile. Some are immobile. Those that are immobile, that means they are invalid. They will need your help to push the wheelchair, maybe to change the diaper, to shower for them. Do you think you can do the job?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, before you say yes, you have to think carefully. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll ask you again. Now, to look after the elderly people, they are mostly needs the help of a domestic helper because they are weak. So you might have to help them to get up from the bed, to push the wheelchair, to change the diaper, to take bath for them, to feed them, to change the clothing. Do you think you can do the job?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now for cooking, do you know how to cook?
Yes, sir.
What type of food you know how to cook?
Filipino food.
Filipino food. But do you like cooking?
Yeah.
If the mom willing to teach you, are you willing to learn?
Yes.
Filipino food. What type of Filipino food you know how to cook?
Yes, I know how to cook.
Give me 3 Filipino food that you know how to cook.
Adobo.
Adobo.
Soup.
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 Soup. Yeah.
Soup is a food that everybody knows how to cook. I'm talking about Philippine food. You say that you know how to cook Philippine food. Can you name me 3 Philippine food? Like adobo, tocino, sinigang.
Yeah, I know how to sinigang, fried egg.
Fried egg is not a Philippine food. Fried egg is everybody's food. Everybody know how to fry an egg.
Okay, caldereta.
Okay. So when you come here, you have to learn the food of the employer. You have to learn how to cook the food. So the mom will teach you, and you must be prepared to learn. Is that okay?
Yes.
Now, normally in Malaysia there are families with maybe 3 or 4 persons. Sir, mom goes to work, the children goes to school. Are you afraid to be alone in the house?
Not sir.
No. Can you promise that you will not bring in any friends or even relatives to the house without the permission of the employer?
Yes, sir.
Have you got any friends or relatives in Malaysia?
No, don't have, sir.
No,
No, sir.
No. Now, let's say if the family is only vegetarian, they are vegetarian, that means they don't eat any meat. Are you prepared to work for this family?
Yes, sir.
Can you eat vegetarian food?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you know how to use all the electrical gadgets like vacuum cleaner, washing machine, rice cooker, or maybe microwave? Do you know how to use all this machine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So even if you don't know, it's okay. They will teach you. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you afraid of
Yes,
height?
sir.
Are you afraid of height? Let's say standing on a small stool or ladder to clean the fan or to clean the window. Are you afraid of height?
That's okay, sir. But too much
No,
height
it
is
won't
very
be too much. It won't be too much.
strict.
Just a few steps, maybe about one,
that's okay.
about half a meter. You might have to go up a small ladder to clean the fan. Is that okay?
Yes, I can do that. Yes,
Can,
okay. It's okay.
Now, if I'm now, what about the household work? Can you just
Yes, sir.
roughly describe to me about the household work that you would that you know what to do, the household work? For
Yes, sir. I know, sir.
you know, okay, because you have the experience there, so you know,
Yes, sir.
okay. Now, if I am the employer here, what would you tell me so that I will select you to be my helper? What would you tell me if I'm the employer here?
Sir, I am honest. I am responsible. I have the initiative to work with less supervision. Then I am hardworking.
That's very good. The less supervision part actually is very good because for the employer, they will tell you once or twice. So once they have told you, you should be able to go on your own and do the job. Can you?
Yes, sir.
No need for people to tell you too many times, because telling too many times we get very tired, and you are also very tired. So the employer will be very happy if you have the initiative and be able to do everything by yourself after the employer
Yes.
tell you once or twice. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. It's okay.
Okay. So for the salary and also the terms and conditions, you can ask Mom Beth. She will be able to tell you. But you can also ask me. If you have any question, you can ask me. So do you have any question?
No, sir.
No. So are you willing to wait for 2 months, maybe 2.5 months, because the calling visa, the process will take about 2 to 2.5 months. Can you wait?
Yes, sir.
Yes. At the moment, where is your barangay? Are you from Manila or are you from? Where is this?
I came from the province, but I stay already here in 2 months in Manila.
Oh, you are already 2 months in Manila.
Yeah.
Oh, which part of Manila you are staying?
Taguig.
Oh, you're staying in Taguig. Oh, not too far. Okay, so I think that should be okay.